The story of Esther, a young Jewish woman who becomes queen of Persia, is a powerful narrative of courage, identity, and leadership. Set against the backdrop of an ancient empire, Esther's tale is not just one of personal triumph but a profound testament to the strength of faith and the impact of standing up for one's people in times of peril. Like David, who faced Goliath with unwavering faith, Esther's courage in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds reveals a profound lesson about the role of individual agency in the broader tapestry of history. The historical context. To fully appreciate Esther's story, it's crucial to understand the historical context in which it unfolds. The Book of Esther is set during the reign of King Xerxes, Ahasuerus, approximately in the 5th century BCE, a time marked by political intrigue and cultural diversity within the vast Persian Empire. The Jewish people, having been exiled from their homeland, found themselves living as minorities in a foreign land, facing discrimination and existential threats. The prevailing atmosphere was one of tension, where the power dynamics often left the marginalized vulnerable to persecution. Within this environment, Esther's story emerges as a beacon of hope. Her journey from an ordinary Jewish girl to the Queen of Persia exemplifies the potential for individual action to catalyze collective change. Esther's ascension to power. Esther's rise begins with the unfortunate dismissal of Queen Vashti, who defies King Xerxes. In search of a new queen, a beauty contest ensues, and Esther, whose Hebrew name is Hadassah, is taken to the palace. This transition marks the beginning of her transformation from a passive participant in her fate to a decisive actor in her people's survival. Esther's beauty, while a key factor in her selection, represents more than physical allure. It symbolizes the hidden strength and resilience within her. Raised by her cousin Mordecai, she embodies the Jewish values of faith and courage. Mordecai's guidance becomes instrumental in shaping her identity, instilling in her the importance of her heritage even while she navigates the complexities of court life. The call to courage. Esther's true test of courage arises when Haman, the king's advisor, plots to annihilate the Jewish people. Fueled by personal animosity toward Mordecai, who refuses to bow before him, Haman manipulates King Xerxes into issuing a decree for the destruction of the Jews. It is a moment of despair that echoes throughout the Jewish community, highlighting the fragility of their existence within the empire. Mordecai's urgent message to Esther is a pivotal moment in the narrative. He implores her to leverage her position to intercede with the king, who knows but that you have come to royal position for such a time as this. This phrase encapsulates the essence of her mission. Esther is not merely a passive figure, she is a potential savior of her people, chosen by circumstance and providence to act decisively. The dilemma of leadership. Esther's response to Mordecai reflects the complexity of her position. She is acutely aware of the risks involved in approaching the king uninvited, a violation that could lead to her execution. Yet, her courage is not born from a lack of fear but from a profound sense of duty. I will go to the king, even though it is against the law, and if I perish, she declares, demonstrating the essence of true leadership. This moment underscores the theme of sacrifice inherent in leadership. Esther's willingness to risk her life for the sake of her people elevates her character from a mere queen to a symbol of hope and resistance. Her courage is not an absence of fear but a commitment to act in spite of it, a lesson that resonates deeply in the narratives of leadership throughout history. The strategy of wisdom. Upon gaining the king's audience, Esther does not immediately reveal her Jewish identity or Haman's plot. Instead, she employs a strategic approach, inviting the king and Haman to a series of banquets. This tactic reflects her understanding of the political landscape and her ability to navigate it with wisdom and grace. Esther's choice to delay the revelation allows her to create an atmosphere of trust and intrigue. It showcases her intelligence and her ability to read the room, an essential quality for any effective leader. Through her actions, Esther not only protects herself but also positions herself to make a more impactful plea for her people's survival. At the banquet, the tension reaches its peak. Esther finally discloses her Jewish identity and Haman's treachery. This bold declaration is a moment of triumph, demonstrating the power of speaking truth to authority. Esther's courage inspires those around her and serves as a rallying cry for her people, emphasizing the importance of using one's voice to advocate for justice. The triumph of justice. The aftermath of Esther's revelation leads to Haman's downfall. King Xerxes, enraged by Haman's deception, orders his execution on the very gallows Haman had prepared for Mordecai. This dramatic turn of events highlights the theme of poetic justice, illustrating how courage and integrity can ultimately prevail over malice and deceit. Esther's bravery not only saves her life but also secures the safety of her people. The king issues a new decree allowing the Jews to defend themselves against their attackers, transforming a moment of impending doom into one of triumph. This turnaround illustrates the ripple effect of courageous actions. One individual's bravery can ignite a movement and change the course of history. The celebration of victory. The story concludes with the establishment of the festival of Purim, commemorating the Jews' deliverance from Haman's plot. This celebration serves as a reminder of the importance of courage and community, reinforcing the bonds that unite the Jewish people. Esther's legacy is immortalized not only in the text but also in the hearts of her people, symbolizing hope and resilience in the face of adversity. Esther's actions serve as a powerful model for leadership. Her journey from fear to courage, from silence to action, illustrates the transformative power of standing up for one's beliefs. She embodies the idea that true leaders are not defined by their titles but by their ability to inspire and uplift those around them. The legacy of Esther. Esther's story resonates across generations, offering valuable lessons that extend beyond its historical context. Her courage in advocating for her people emphasizes the importance of standing up against injustice, regardless of the personal risks involved. It serves as a call to action for individuals to recognize their potential to affect change, even in the face of overwhelming odds. In contemporary society, the themes encapsulated in Esther's narrative remain relevant. Leaders across various spheres, politics, social justice, and community organizing, draw inspiration from her example. Her legacy challenges us to reflect on our own responsibilities to advocate for those who cannot speak for themselves and to confront injustices head-on. Conclusion. Esther's story is a timeless reminder of the power of courage and leadership. Like David's confrontation with Goliath, Esther's journey underscores the idea that ordinary individuals can rise to extraordinary challenges when motivated by love, duty, and faith. Her bravery in the face of danger not only saved her people but also carved her name into the annals of history as a symbol of hope and resilience. As we reflect on Esther's legacy, may we be inspired to embrace our own call to courage, to stand up for justice, and to lead with conviction in our own lives. In the grand narrative of human history, it is often the voices of the brave that echo the loudest, guiding future generations toward a more just and compassionate world.